Nowadays, quiet quitting has become very common in the Indian IT industry. Sounds like people are silently resigning, right? But that's not what it is. Quiet quitting means you do exactly what your job requires and nothing more. No extra effort, no late nights, no emotional attachments. You just log in, you finish your task, and then log out. Physically present, mentally disconnected. Now, here is the real question. Why are so many people suddenly working like this? Did employees become lazy overnight? Or did something break? Hi guys, welcome to Software Life. I'm Sashidhar and I have nearly 20 years of experience in the IT industry. And what I'm about to say, a lot of managers won't like. But employees for sure will feel this instantly. Recently, a global survey showed something worrying, really worrying. Employee engagement is dropping. In India, it's even worse. People are working, but they don't care anymore. And companies are calling it a trend. But let's be honest, this is not a trend. This is actually a reaction. Nobody wakes up one day and decides, from today I will stop caring. No, it doesn't happen like that. This is a slow process. It actually starts small. Your effort goes unnoticed. You stay late, nobody acknowledges it. You take responsibility, someone else takes credit. You raise a concern and they say that, be positive man. That's where the crack begins. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you're playing cricket. You're giving your best, running hard, fielding properly, supporting your team. But your captain, he ignores you all the time. He prizes only his favorites. He blames you when things go wrong. After a few matches, what will happen? You will still play. But will you dive for that particular catch? No. You will just stand there and think, why should I catch? Why should I put more efforts? That is called quiet quitting. Same thing is happening in the Indian IT industry right now. People are not quitting their jobs. They're quitting their efforts. And here is the uncomfortable truth. This is not an employee problem. This is a management problem actually. Because no one disengages for no reason. Something really pushed them there. Let's look at that conflict. On one side, company says, we want ownership, we want proactive employees, we want innovation, etc. On the other side, what do they actually give? Micromanagement, unrealistic deadlines, endless meetings, no recognition finally. It's like telling someone, run faster while holding them back. And then blaming them for being slow. And the worst part is, managers don't even realize this. They think, my team is lazy, my team has attitude, my team is not proactive, blah blah blah. No, your team is tired actually. Your team has stopped believing that effort really matters. Let's make this even more real. Appraisal time. You worked really hard all year. Late nights, extra effort, ownership, and your rating, they just give meets expectations. And what about the feedback? They say that you need better visibility. So what do you learn from this? Working hard is not enough. So next year, you stop going that extra mile. You start playing the game. More talking, less doing. Because now you understand the system. And slowly you disconnect. This is how quiet quitting grows. Not because people are weak, but because the system trains them to stop caring. Now, here is where people get it wrong. They say that this is a Gen Z problem. Today's generation doesn't want to work, etc. That's complete nonsense. Take the same person, put them under a good manager, and you will see a completely different version. More energy, great ideas, and ownership, everything. So the real question is not, why are employees quiet quitting? The real question is, why are managers killing motivation every day? And this is a shift most people miss. Quiet quitting is not rebellion, it's protection. People are protecting their time, their energy, their mental peace. Because they have realized going above and beyond is not at all rewarded. It's just expected and then ignored. Now, before you think this is only about managers, let's be fair. Employees also play a key role here. Some people do the bare minimum from day one, but they're not the majority people. Most people start with an intention. They want to learn, they want to grow, they want to prove themselves. But repeated bad experiences change their behavior. Now let's talk about resolution. Because complaining is easy, fixing this is hard. If you are an employee, first stop expecting fairness. Harsh but truth. Corporate life is not fair, it's a system. And once you understand the system, you will stop getting frustrated. Focus on visibility, not just effort. And make sure your work is seen and it is visible. Communicate clearly. And don't assume your manager knows your contribution. And second thing is, detach emotionally from the company, not from your work. Do your job well, but don't tie your self-worth to their validation, because that's where burnout begins. And third point, keep upgrading yourself. Skills give you options. Options give you power, and power reduces frustration. Because you're no longer stuck here. Now, if you're a manager and watching this video, this is where it gets uncomfortable to you. Your team is not disengaged by accident. They're reacting to you. If your team is silent, it's not peace, it's disengagement. If no one questions you, it's not respect, it's indifference. And that's really dangerous thing. You don't need to be a cool manager. You just need to be fair with everyone. Recognize effort, give clarity, remove unnecessary pressure. And most importantly, listen. Listen to them. Because once people stop speaking, they have already given up. And bringing them back is very, very difficult thing. Now let me ask you something. Be honest. Have you ever felt like this? Logging in every day and mentally already checked out? Doing your job but not caring anymore? If yes, what do you think is the real reason behind that? Is it your manager or your company or somewhere your own expectations? Comment below. Because I really want to know how many people are actually feeling this. Because this is not a small issue anymore. This is becoming normal nowadays. And if we don't talk about it honestly, it's only going to get worse. If this made you think, or if you felt like this is exactly what's happening, then like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this as well. And finally, subscribe to this channel also. Because here we talk about the real side of corporate life. No filters, no sugarcoating, just reality. This is it guys for today. Take care and see you later.